Hi there, I'm JJ Heath-Caldwell and I'm the chairman of the Clarendon Organising Committee. Many thanks for supporting us this year. I'm going to run through some of the key points regarding running in the Clarendon on Sunday the 6th of October 2024, which is this Sunday. Buses. There's a bus timetable on the website. There are buses before and there are buses after. In other words, you can catch a bus to the start line and then run back, or you can go to the start line, run the Clarendon and then get a bus afterwards. At the Winchester end, please park in the South Winchester Park and Ride car park. You will find that most of our car parks have signs like this, just to help assure you that you were in the right place. And there are also a few signs with reference to buses, so keep a lookout for the signs. Please do not park at King's School, as we want to keep this space free for spectators and for mini 5 mile runners, and also for some of the relay teams when they get back there later on. Okay, so don't park at King's School in the morning. Please go to the South Winchester Park and Ride. All the details are on the website. Race numbers. We don't post race numbers out. You'll actually collect your race number when you arrive at the start line. There's a reception team. You give them your name and they'll look you up. The numbers are also in the souvenir program, okay? And then they'll sort you out from there. That's all straightforward. They will also give you 4 safety pins to click your number to your chest, so to speak. We try and recycle these, so afterwards, when you get to the other end, can you please clip them together like that and then put them in the box? And I know that was probably a bit too small for you to see, so this is a picture so that you can get a better idea of what to do. So if you can put those together, that's great. Don't leave them with sharp ends because that's not so good for us afterwards. Clothes bags. You'll be given a tag for your clothes bag. Something like that. So the idea is make sure you're wearing warm clothes when you actually make your way to the start line. Have a bag with you, and just before you set off, put your warm clothes into your bag and put a label on it and write your race number onto that, and then that will go onto the bag bus and it will be transported to Winchester for you so that you can collect it at the other end. Okay, nice and straightforward. Souvenir program. We have a souvenir program, and this is what it looks like this year. Okay, and this is a great program. There's all sorts of information in it. Interviews. There's also maps. It's obviously not a big map to sort of help you navigate the whole thing, but it gives you an idea of where things are and so forth. So do have a read through the souvenir program and then put it in your bag so that it goes to Winchester for you. That's great. Dress appropriately. Sometimes the weather's not quite so good on the Clarendon. Last year was lovely, and the weather forecast at the moment is actually not looking good, but let's hope it's going to get better. But do take a light raincoat or something like that with you. That's what I'll be taking with mine, because you want to obviously still maintain a reasonable sort of warmth and try and keep the water off you. Mass starts and staggered starts. We're encouraging participants to join one of the mass starts, but we're also allowing runners to set off separately. If you feel you will need a lot of extra time to complete the course, then please set off early. The details of start times are on the website. If you want to leave early, please guess your fastest possible start time and then check the page on the website. This will give you your earliest possible start time that will ensure that you do not arrive at the finish line before 1:30 p.m. We do not want anyone to arrive at the finish line before 1:30 p.m. unless they're actually the winner or there's someone very close behind, okay? So work out your start time so that you arrive at Winchester after 1:30. Arrows and signs. We have approximately 600 arrows and signs. Oh, I forgot to show you that one. That's at the reception. You've got various places where you pick up your numbers. That's a relay one. There'll be ones for the full marathon, half marathon, etc. Oh, good. Lots of signs. We have lots of arrows. And the arrows sometimes will point ahead, or they'll go that way, or they'll go that way. So look out for the arrows and obviously follow the directions. Marshals will also be helping you. This is what a mileage one looks like. That's the 12 mile to go, but it starts with 26 and counts down. So they count down as you get closer to Winchester. The last one is the 1 mile to go sign. And the 1 mile to go sign, do take a selfie or something of yourself hugging the 1 mile to go sign. We get some great pictures on that one. That's always good. Some mass starts, arrows and signs. Marshals, we have over 100 marshals, so please say thank you, Marshal, whenever you can, assuming you're not too out of breath. We need to make sure that the marshals feel appreciated and have a good day, so they'll come back again next year. So please say thank you, Marshal, as you go past all the marshals. If you find you're not feeling well, ask one of the marshals for help, or ask a runner to tell the next marshal. Do not go into the woods. I'll say that again. Please do not go into the woods. If you go into the woods and you pass out, we'll never find you. We don't count the runners out, and we don't look for people who don't make the finish line. Okay, we assume you're okay. All the marshals have a small plastic safety blanket, which looks like that, and they've got that in their pocket. They will be able to give that to you straight away just to try and keep you warm a little bit. The safety blankets, they're pretty limited. It's better than nothing. But they will then try and get something warmer for you, a blanket or a jacket or something like that. The key thing is to try and keep warm. We also have 4 St John's ambulances, so the marshals will arrange for one of the 4 St John's ambulances to come along and pick you up. And then we'll sort out what's needed from there. Toilets. We have lots of toilets along the way. And you have a sign that says toilet 100, usually a toilet 100 metres ahead, and then you get a sign that says toilet, okay? So keep a lookout for those. We have toilets at Pitton Village Hall, Winterslow Relay Change, Broughton Sports Club, and at the hall. So the Broughton Sports Club is just before you get to Broughton. It's as you're coming down the hill, so look out for it on the left. There's toilets at the hall, but that's actually not on the main trail, so you'd have to go off the trail and come back again. There's also a Portaloo at Farley Mount Monument Relay Change, and there's also one at the gate to Westwood, so we've got a reasonable number of them. Headphones. A lot of runs don't allow people to have headphones. We do, but we ask you to do it. We've got to tell you that you're doing it at your own risk. The problem with headphones is that obviously it affects your hearing and you might hear things, but it should be reasonably safe. Dogs, if you're bringing a dog with you, please ensure that you carry out your responsibilities at all times. We do allow dogs. We haven't really had any major problems to date. We want to keep it that way. The other thing, keep in mind, when you get to King's School, it's a school, so we'd ask you to remove your dog as soon as you can, really. Don't sort of linger with the dog. If you could take it home as soon as possible, that'd be great. Traffic congestion. We need to do as much as we can to reduce traffic congestion. If you have supporters, please ask them to drive. Don't drive around the course going cross country. Instead, send them to King's School. There should be enough parking at King's School for spectators. And they should drive along the A30. That's the main road that's to the north of the Clarendon Way. So up to the A30, along and then down. If you start going all the wiggity way along all the rest country roads, you'll run into problems. Avoid King's Somborne. This is where we get the major problem with traffic. So avoid King's Somborne. There's no point in you actually adding to the queue. Okay, so avoid that. Do not use an auto navigator. Try using a map. I know all you younger people are into your auto navigators and so forth, but hey, see if you get a map and have a look that way. Kiddies race at King's School. We do have a kiddies race at King's School. It's free. It's suitable for ages 6 to 12. It's a bit of fun. It's usually just a small number of kids. And you do get a medal, or they get a medal afterwards for participating. So, a bit of fun. Keep that in mind. That's for supporters who are there. Water stations with water and food. We have 16 water stations on the Clarendon. That's a lot. And the first ones just have water, but the later ones have bananas, jelly beans, and flapjacks. So please help yourself. We encourage everybody to take their own cup, but we do have cups available. So please take your own cup or a little bottle. The water stations, they each have 4 jugs like this, so they can top your bottle or your cup up very, very quickly. The other thing to do is to consider making a lanyard. I'll show you how to do this. You get some sort of lanyard. This is an old Clarendon metal ribbon, and this is a bulldog clip, and you clip it onto there sort of thing. I've done one earlier. And put that around your neck, and then use your bulldog clip to clip the cup in there. And it's great because you can then just run along quite happily, and then when you get to the next water station, reuse the cup. Okay, so consider making a lanyard like this, or bringing some sort of portable cup or a little bottle or whatever. Okay, we want to reduce plastic, but we will have cups at all stations. If you're a super fast runner and you want the minimum, then by all means grab a cup, drink it, and then pop it in the bin. And that brings me to bins. We have rubbish bins, and they look like this, and every drink station has one of these, so please put your rubbish into it. Please don't drop any rubbish along the route. It won't make us very popular with a lot of the locals and so forth. Okay, and at the end of the day, if you run into some sort of problem, maybe try handing a piece of rubbish to a marshal. I'm sure they'll try and help you out if they can. Overtaking, I'm going to read this very carefully. Most of the trail is wide and there is plenty of places for overtaking without problems. However, we do have some narrow stretches. If you want to overtake a person in front, please yell out politely as you approach. If you are in front, please acknowledge that you will pull over as soon as possible. Please look for a place to pull over and let the runner pass. If you are overtaking, please wait for the person in front to find a suitable place to pull over. Please do not pressurise them. The Clarendon is an experience run. It's not the London Marathon. It's great to get a fast time, but not if you're going to upset other people along the way. Okay, so key thing is be as polite as possible and as helpful as possible. If you're in front, try and get out of the way as quickly as you can. And if you come up behind, just be patient. Road crossings. We do have quite a few little road crossings, okay? And in each case, you'll have a sign like this as you come up towards it, just to say caution, road crossing ahead, because you should be cautious. We do have official road closures on some of the road crossings, but not all of them. So always treat cars as having right of way. You know, look to the left, look to the right. Please don't run across a road without looking. We will have marshals hopefully on all the road crossings to help, so also be guided by them. Okay. The finish line. When you get to King's School, when you reach the finish line, make sure you drink some water and keep warm. Your clothes bag will be available in the gym. So you'll see signs like this that say baggage reclaim. Okay, so go and claim your baggage. That should be relatively straightforward. The other thing you want to get actually just before you claim your baggage is t-shirts. And you'll find we have a marquee with a sign that says t-shirts. In fact, there's two. One says male and one says female. We've got t-shirts, male fit and female fit. Don't worry about what size you actually ordered when you actually booked your place. Take your time, look through and try and find a t-shirt that fits you well. Hopefully we'll have t-shirts for everybody. One thing I would like to do is to thank all the people who have elected not to have t-shirts. I know some people have got lots and lots of t-shirts they don't need anymore. If you elect not to have t-shirts, that's great because it saves the world's resources, and the money that we otherwise would have used to buy that t-shirt is donated to Rotary charities, so it's all good stuff. So when you book for next year, hopefully you'll book for next year, when you book, do consider ticking the little box that says no t-shirt and no medal. The t-shirts this year are my favourite colour, which is yellow. And last time we had this, I think, was 2017. So we're having yellow t-shirts again this year. And then you've got on the back as well. And we also have the Clarendon medal again. Okay, so you can have a medal as well. Again, we should have our t-shirts. We might be a bit short on medals, so if you don't really want a medal, then obviously don't take one. That'll be great. Stay for the social, yes. So we try and make a little village atmosphere when we get back there. So do consider hanging around. We have a little burger stand selling burgers. We have a cake and tea stand. I think we might have an ice cream stand as well this year. Some of you might like to have a massage. Okay, we've got a whole massage team that are there. So follow the signs for the massage. Take a £10 note with you. That'll be really handy. I think we have got online payment as well, but if you take a £10 note, that's often much easier. It's massage. Prizes. If you're a super fast runner, you'll get a prize. We have various categories. We also have lots of age categories. So we hand out about 50 prizes on the day. And these are these little glass cubes. Okay, so they're quite neat little prizes. And there's also some vouchers and so forth. Special thank you to Bangkok Bistro, Thai restaurant in Winchester, Kyoto Kitchen, Japanese restaurant in Winchester, and Beechcroft Farm near Winchester. Okay, we appreciate their support. Try and pick up your prize while you're there. If you race off home without picking them up, we then have to post them out later on, and it's actually a lot of work. So please try and take them while you're there. The other thing that we have, we have a sign just so that you know where the prizes are. Okay. The other thing you can get there is coffee mugs. So if you have ordered a coffee mug, go there and pick it up, and they'll tick you off the list and so forth. That's all straightforward. Photos. Sussex Sports Photography are taking photographs again this year, and they will be available on the website. We've got a lot of amateur photographers, and what we now do is we also load their photographs onto the Sussex system. So Sussex Sports Photography, you go into the website and you put in the race number, and up will come the photographs. So they'll have their ones up within a few days, and then about a week later you'll have the other ones added to it. So do go in and have a look. At normal screen resolution, it's all free, it's all prepaid for. If you want super high resolution, you have to pay a little bit more on that. If you do that, it helps the guys out to make it worth their while. Movie clips. If you take some movie clips for us, and please do, please make sure that you make them landscape. And the format is 1080, 25 frames per second. Steve's nodding at me. I've got that right. Yeah, I've got that to memory now. So preferably if you could set it to 1080, 25 frames per second. But little bits of video from the runners, they slot well into the film. So please do send that. Clarendon the movie, which is what we're now on to. Steve will try and get the initial 3-minute version, the trailer version, out the next day or the day after, but get it out pretty smartly. And then we'll try and get the full movie out probably in about a week. It's quite a lot of work because we've got quite a big camera team this year. And with the extra videos from the marshals and the runners, it's a big job. And Steve brings all of those videos in, and then he knits them all together. And we make up the thing. We also try and get lots of interviews. I interview a few people as I'm running along. My apologies to any of you if I catch you up and interview on the trot. I hope you're happy to be interviewed. But if you're not, certainly let me know. We also interview people before and we'll interview people afterwards. If the weather's reasonable, we hope to have some drone shots. That adds a bit of extra. We've also got some Duke of Edinburgh students who were also working with us this year, and they're also in the photo shoot as well. So should be good. Please book a game for next year. I hope you have such a good time that you decide to book straight away, because the website will be open shortly afterwards for booking. The more people who book earlier, that helps us a lot. So please do book earlier and encourage all your friends to come and run with us. The last thing is we'll be sending out a bit later on is asking for feedback. So do send us all the feedback. Most of the feedback says that we're fantastic people and we've got a brilliantly organised race, etc., etc., etc. And that's great. We do like receiving feedback like that. But do let us know about just any little things, really. It's over the years we've fine-tuned it, and we've been able to do that from the feedback that we got. So any little gripes or anything you think could be done differently, let us know, and that would be very useful. And that brings me to the end of my script. So I'd just like to say thank you very much. I will be running myself as well, although I'll just be running in the mini. I'll be out with the teams all Saturday setting up. We are still looking for more marshals. We've got a huge group of marshals, but we like to have even more because it's great to have everything overmanned. If there's a problem, we like to get people in there really quickly. So if you've got any friends who would like to marshal, please contact us ASAP, and we'd love to put them in the team. Many thanks and have a good day. Bye.